This channel is proudly sponsored by the Kaiju Kickstarter, a tabletop RPG where you play as a kaiju that defends its territory from other giant monsters. Please check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the WRETCHED role-playing game. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this old school style tabletop RPG, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about attributes, health, species, and races. When it comes to attributes, they are pretty self-explanatory. You have muscle, brains, wits, agility, toughness, magnetism, and sex appeal. Magnetism is a bit like charisma, while sex appeal is about arousing those desires in others. When it comes to generating these attributes, you have the cannon fodder mode. Roll 3d6 for each attribute in order and take them as they come. Then you have safety net mode. This is roll 4d6, drop the lowest and assign the numbers as you wish. Then you have veteran mode. This is about leveling up your character from the start, so you're going to start playing as a veteran. When it comes to bonuses and penalties, you have a couple of tables depending on the mode that you have used to generate the attributes. In the case of cannon fodder and veteran mode, the modifiers are a bit grittier. When it comes to safety net mode, these modifiers are a bit more heroic or pulpy. And as expected, these modifiers are going to be applied to various things depending on the attribute. For example, in the case of muscle, your modifier will apply to attack and damage rolls on any melee or unarmed attack. It also applies to feats of strength such as lifting weights, breaking down doors, etc. When it comes to toughness, your bonus will apply to physical feats requiring stamina. Just to give a few examples, when it comes to health, the toughness score determines the starting number of health points. Each occupation table includes the amount increased by leveling up. In fantasy, pulp, or space opera campaigns, it is recommended that you add the toughness attribute modifier to the health upgrade for every level. When it comes to species and races, you have so many of them, for all sorts of genres and subgenres. You have some pretty well-known species and races such as elves, gnomes, half-orcs, humans. You have the vampire, which are pretty much vampires. You have the loup-garou, which are pretty much werewolves. But you have some more setting-specific species, for example, the Adityan. These are the creators of humanity. Adityans are inherently psychic. They call this ability folding. Regardless of occupation, these characters have access to talents as a level 1 psychic or psionic. If the Adityan has chosen the psychic or psionic occupation, you add +3 to the number of talents that the character can perform before needing to rest. You also have the Children of the Night, or mutants. So these are perfect for post-apocalypse campaigns, or perhaps Nightbreed sort of scenarios. You have many mutations that can be determined randomly. Perhaps you only have one eye. Maybe you have thick layers of overhanging flesh. Maybe you have a strong, durable exoskeleton. Maybe you can fly. Perhaps you can use telekinesis. Maybe you can shapeshift. Or you have acidic blood. And these are just a few examples of the many traits and abilities for these various species and races that you can easily insert within any setting. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about occupation and archetype. This role-playing game truly feels like a toolkit. Just taking a look at these species and races can give you so many ideas for adventures and campaigns. And when it comes to the generation of attributes and the application of the modifiers, it is all extremely easy to understand. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and see you later.